The world of Game of Thrones will expand with the prequel House of the Dragon that HBO plans to release in 2021, though there's no official confirmation. After a lot of news and announcements, you may have a good cocoa in your head about the characters that will be involved in this story, so we wanted to collect all of them in one place. HBO has provided some data and information about the characters we'll see in the 10 episodes of the first season of the House of the Dragon, which will be based on George R.R. Martin's first Fire and Blood novel. This series will take us 300 years before the events seen in Game of Thrones, with the spotlight on House Targaryen. Here's the full list of all the characters, actors and actresses confirmed so far for the House of the Dragon, this prequel to Game of Thrones that we'll see on HBO. Milly Alcock as Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, young. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Milly Alcock will play a young version of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, the king's firstborn. She is described as thoroughbred Valyrian and a horseman of dragons, as is typical of the native people of the Valyria Peninsula. Her character's biography suggests that many would say that Rhaenyra was born with everything except to be a man. Carey as Alicent Hightower, young. Carey will star in the series alongside Alcock as Alicent Hightower. According to THR, Carey will play a younger version of her character, who is described as the daughter of Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, and the most attractive woman in the Seven Kingdoms. He grew up in the Red Keep, near the king and his inner circle. He possesses both a courtly grace and a keen political acumen. Paddy Considine as King Viserys Targaryen. Paddy Considine will step forward to play King Viserys Targaryen, the fifth Targaryen king on the Iron Throne chosen by the Lords of Westeros to succeed the old king, Viserys Targaryen, on the Great Council of Harrenhal. He is described as a warm, kind, and decent man who just wants to carry on his grandfather's legacy, yet HBO warns that good men aren't necessarily great kings. Emma Darcy as Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, adult. Emma Darcy will become Targaryen's royalty as she will play the adult version of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. Early footage from the set of the House of the Dragon highlighted her as one of the key cast members alongside Matt Smith's Prince Daemon Targaryen in an unrevealed beach location. Olivia Cooke as Alicent Hightower, adult. Olivia Cooke has signed on to star in the adult version of Alicent Hightower. Collider notes that the relationship between Rhaenyra and Alicent worsens to the point that they become fierce rivals in blood and fire, both vying for the honor of claiming the throne. Matt Smith as Prince Daemon Targaryen. Matt Smith, who you may know from being the 11th Doctor Who, will play Prince Daemon Targaryen in the House of the Dragon. Daemon is the younger brother of King Viserys and heir to the throne, described by HBO as an incomparable warrior and a dragon rider who possesses the true blood of the dragon. But it is said that every time a Targaryen is born, the gods toss a coin into the air. Steve Toussaint as Lord Corlys Velaryon, Sea Serpent. Steve Toussaint has embarked on the project to play Lord Corlys Velaryon, also known as Sea Serpent, a character known for being the most famous nautical adventurer in the history of Westeros. As Lord of House Velaryon, a Valyrian lineage as old as House Targaryen, he is said to have built his house on a powerful seat, which is even richer than the Lannisters and which claims the largest navy in the world. Rhys Ifans as Otto Hightower. Rhys Ifans will take on the role of Otto Hightower, Alicent's father and the Hand of the King who serves with loyalty and fidelity both his king and his kingdom. According to his character's description, Sir Otto is loyal to the king and his kingdom, but the Hand believes that the greatest threat to both is the king's brother, Daemon, who is the current heir to the throne. Eve Best as Princess Rhaenys Velaryon. Eve Best will play dragon rider Princess Rhaenys Velaryon, the wife of Lord Corlys Velaryon of Toussaint. She is defined as the queen who never existed because she was overlooked as heir to the throne in the Great Council because the kingdom favored her cousin, Viserys, simply because she was a man. Sonoya Mizuno as Mysaria. Sonoya Mizuno will play Mysaria, also known as Mysaria, a character with a difficult journey, who came to Westeros with nothing and sold more times than you can remember. However, instead of withering, Mysaria rises to become the most reliable and unlikely ally of Prince Daemon Targaryen, the heir to the throne. Fabian Frankel as Sir Criston Cole. Fabian Frankel has been cast as Sir Criston Cole, a character of Dornian descent. He is the common son of the steward of the Lord of Black Refuge, though he has no right to land or titles. All he has in his name is his honor and his supernatural ability with the sword. In Not a Blog, George R.R. Martin described Criston as a heartbreaker and a kingmaker who is animated by the commons and loved by the ladies.